Hello everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Hang on, I need to test something because I feel like something is kinda messed up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, just making sure my browser source is working correctly before we actually began. So anyway, let's go ahead and try that again now, shall we? Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. If you're watching this particular session, in between session 41 and this one, session 42, you may have noticed a significant change in my layout. As you can see, things are incredibly simplified and are quite different in more ways than one. And I'll be getting into that in just a moment. Anywho, last time, in like the past few weeks, more on this in a bit, we managed to get through all of Dr. Markeys Palace, and we even made it to the very end of the palace. We made it to the final safe room just before we are able to secure the infiltration route. Which, let me tell you folks, it was not easy getting here. I mean, for the most part, it kind of was until the final puzzle. Which, oh my lord, that took freaking forever and a half. Not exactly fun, if I do say so myself. It was a lot more challenging than I remember it being. But regardless though, the deed is done, and there's no need to worry about that anymore. Anywho, like I was saying, the reason why this layout has changed significantly is, to make a long story short, my PC broke in the past couple of weeks. And as a result of that, my graphics card went up due to it causing overheating problems. So now I'm forced to use a frickin' potato of a graphics card, and I have to encode absolutely everything on the CPU. So in other words, everything is all on one particular part of my hardware. Isn't it great? I love using ancient potatoes with mold that I can't actually use. Great. So as a result of this change, I had to significantly readjust my layout, make a new simplified design, and essentially move some things around and remove a whole bunch of things just to keep things, stable. Because if I have the CPU usage up to 60% plus, then we're going to run into overloading on the encoder. In other words, it's going to cause problems, cause stutters, choppiness. It just will make for a very, very poor experience. So, yeah, I had to change a lot of things around. But as a result, I am streaming at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Normally I do 720p 60, but due to the recent hardware change, I have no choice but to downgrade the frame rate to 30 FPS because I cannot maintain 60. I absolutely tried my damnedest, but I just cannot do it. Not without recording just purely the gameplay, and I don't really want to do that, especially when I'm in the middle of a frickin' stream playthrough.
They're not onto us yet. Alright, let's roll.
Alright, now that that's finally done and out the way, if you want a full explanation on what's going on and why it is my PC kind of broke, type an exclamation point PC and exclamation point layout while you're watching this on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, well, you'll just have to come over to my Twitch channel and type the command in yourself. Whether I'm online or offline, feel free to take a look. Speaking of taking a look, let's take a look at this TV. There's a TV over there, and it looks like there's a tape in the player. This again? I really hope it's the last one. The tapes seem to be growing more and more recent, though. What do we have in store this time? Well, only one way to find out.
So, what brings you back here after all these years?
That's a comprehensive study on the research you tried to shut down all these years ago.
I know how to read. What I meant was, why are you bringing this to me now?
Oh, this is just a quick visit out of spite. I wanted to show you in person that I found the concrete evidence you had discontinued my research over.
So it appears. I'll admit you've impressed me on that point at least. But such praise does nothing now. All this discussion is in the past. Why can't you just let it stay there and move on?
No can do, Professor. Cognitive science has made too great an impact on this world to be abandoned like that.
What are you saying?
The psychotic breakdown incidents. The sudden changes of heart in adults that the Phantom Thieves claim to make. I'm nearly willing to call these events concrete evidence of cognitive science in action. How about you? And the one person pulling the strings in the background of this, Congressman Masayoshi Shido. He seems to be confessing to all sorts of crimes now that the Phantom Thieves have changed his heart. Years ago, Shido took notice of my research, stole it away from me, and made others develop it for his own gain. Not only that, he used cognitive science somehow to induce the politically motivated psychotic breakdowns. Now, you're heavily involved in that series of events, aren't you?
What are you planning on doing with me?
Oh, nothing at all. As I said before, I only came here out of spite. That paper, my work, is going to change the world.
Change the world? And where's the money for that? Where's the power to do it? You're Noshido. What can someone like you actually do?
Well, more than you'll ever know.
There's just the first step. I've learned how to change the cognition of not just an individual, but all of humanity. And I will do it. No matter how long it takes.
Enough of this dribble. Get out of my office and don't show your face here again, hear me?
Whoa, what the hell's happening now?
What is this?
Ooh.
What's your problem now?
Huh? You don't see this? The sky just...
The time has come.
Oh boy. Who is that?
The time is finally at hand. I am the other you, dwelling in the realm of mankind's hearts.
The other... me? Wait, the realm of mankind's hearts? Are you telling me this realm is...
You may have no knowledge of it, but I have been at your side for much longer than our current meeting. Finally, your reality and the sea of hearts from which I came have truly become one in this moment. Now, the time for your unjustly persecuted ideology is at hand. I am thou. Thou art I.
That's it. I finally get it. To think it'd be so...
Hey, what are you mumbling about? I told you to get out!
Yes. I'll be on my way. Finally. Now I can finally...
By the way, if you want to know when this is taking place, that was technically taking place just as the metaverse and reality were merging back on December 24th. So, in other words, that was quite a ways back. And at that particular moment, it looked as though Dr. Mark, he finally is realizing his persona is actually a thing. Okay, that was poorly explained, but what I'm trying to say is at that particular moment, he realized now he finally has the power to change the world in more ways than one. And just after the Phantom Thieves were triumphant in defeating Yaldabaoth, the false god, Maruki finally unleashed his true power, and that is how he's able to manipulate and change all of reality. Now then, let's move on.
Shido.
To think he was the one who stymied Dr. Maruki's research.
You know, I've been wondering ever since we saw the earlier video. Do you think there was some kind of connection between my mom's cognitive science research and Dr. Maruki's?
Very good
After
question.
he crushed Maruki's chance at researching the field, he had his own pawns do it for him instead. Although I doubt Shido's researchers knew anything about the subject in the way Maruki did. That sounds exactly like the kind of plan that man would scheme up.
That bastard! Wait, now's not the time to get pissed about that.
There's another thing about that video nobody's mentioned yet. That being that appeared near the end was most likely Maruki's persona. The sky did turn red like that. I wonder if that was the day we fought against the god of control. Lady Lavenza did tell us that reality and Mementos were merged together during that time. As you've all seen for yourselves, a full awakening to a persona can't happen unless you're within the metaverse. That would mean Maruki really did awaken to his persona in that video.
And at the same time, he attained the ability to meddle with Mementos, the cognition of the masses. So it is just as Lavenza had told us.
The sheer number of coincidences necessary for this to happen is just...
Astronomically
At any rate,
astounding.
Now we have a better grasp of past events. I'm fairly certain that was a memory Maruki wouldn't want us to have seen either.
Well, all we can do is advance.
Yeah. We don't have the time for these questions anyhow. Let's go.
Although, to be fair, we have plenty of time to question these things, but I digress. We still have some work to do. Anyway, go ahead and heal up and get ready for the infiltration to be fully complete. Security lock currently engaged. Please answer the following identity authentication question. What happened to Maruki the day the sky turned red? The day the sky turned red. It must be referring to Mementos merging with the real world. We'll leave that answer to you, Joker. Let's see. I'm going to say his persona fully awakened. That was the correct answer. If it wasn't that one, then I was going to try the first one. But even so. Authentication complete. Disengaging lock. It's open. Shall we press on? The treasure is close. However, we still have one more obstacle awaiting us. There aren't any other readings past this guy. The map doesn't show any more areas beyond him either. This is probably the final hurdle. This looks like a tough fight, so make sure everyone's in peak condition first.
Joker!
Ready? Hell yeah, let's go. You! I can't believe you made it so far!
Yes.
But of course, you underestimate the Phantom Thieves. We're not backing down now. Let us through! The time of salvation is almost at hand. I won't let you interfere! And when they say this is a tough battle, it really is. So bring your A game, unleash your strongest personas. So as far as this guy is concerned, it has no weaknesses, but it has a strong resistance against gun-based attacks and ice-based attacks. It also nullifies any and all physical-based attacks, so keep that in mind. Alright, time to get to work. Now, shall we? Alright.
How about this?
As far as actual difficulty is concerned, I never had any real problems fighting this guy, but just like with any other mid-boss, I'm pretty damn sure this guy does not have, it is fully resistant against any and all status elements, so keep that in mind.
No holds barred!
Ow! Jesus! Talk about an unlucky crit. That's really bad.
It'd be hard to hit it with anything. How about this?
What are you doing?
Nice one, Akechi. Thanks. Love that voice line. It's definitely one of my favorite battle lines he has. Again, it just further proves and further cements the fact that Robbie Damon is the best English voice actor in the entire cast. Followed by Xander Mobius, of course, and Max Middleman. Oof. Well, that certainly hurt. Okay, that was stupid of me. Why did I do that? I wanted to try a different attack, but yeah, that was not such a good idea. His face changed. If I have to guess, that simply means he's changing his attack patterns. I'm not too sure. Your guess is as good as mine. But one thing is definitely for certain, this guy does have a lot of HP, and it's going to take a while to take him down. Thanks, Futaba. Definitely needed the heal there. At least for Sumiri. Now then. Why don't we try something? Okay, where is Sentinel? There he is. Good night. Okay, not quite there yet. But still, that was pretty damn good. Time to finish this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Oh boy. How appropriate. That is the most appropriate voice line Sumiri could have mentioned. That is for sure. Ooh, level 96 Ramona. Good to see that. We did it!
Yes!
Nice! We're almost to the treasure. Let's move! Alright, let's go secure it now, shall we?
What the?
This is...
Looks like the Tree of Eden. I probably didn't say that right, but you get the idea.
This appears to be quite the paradise. I assume Maruki's trying to convey that the world will turn into something like this if we allow him to abuse his research.
a paradise.
Wait, but this is a dead end, right? And we still haven't found the treasure.
Look again.
Whoa.
Shimmery thing? No doubt about it. That's our treasure. That also means we've secured our route.
Alright, all we got left is send in the calling card. Oh wait, how are we supposed to do that this time?
That's right. Dr. Maruki's been here in the palace this entire time, hasn't he?
I'm sure Maruki's well aware that the Phantom Thieves send out their calling cards the day before their heists. Considering his actions up until now, I highly suspect he'll attempt to directly intervene in some way that day. My money's on him trying it with Joker.
Good point. In that case, I'll leave the calling card in your hands, Joker.
Thanks,
We'll
Isuke.
just set up an ambush and destroy him once he steps in our trap, too.
No way are we doing that!
Exactly! That's just flat out murder.
Here is to return reality to its original state, not to beat up Dr. Maruki.
Thanks, Makoto.
It was merely a joke. After
Sure it
all,
was.
We're all well aware that Maruki's influence on reality goes well beyond this palace. If we make the wrong move in here, we could get eliminated outside the palace, since we lack our personas there. It'd be a safer strategy to change Maruki's heart, just as you all wish.
We're finally changing his heart. If we steal Dr. Maruki's treasure, everything will go back to the way it was, right?
I don't know for sure, but most likely.
I'm going to say yes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, of course.
We've all come so far. We can't just give up now.
We gotta stick to our own reality.
About the time limit. Dr. Maruki told you it was February 3rd, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, he isn't like anything we've faced before. We should get as strong as we can before that fight.
Funny enough, it's actually true. It's highly recommended that you try to max out your level before you fight Dr. Maruki. Seriously, being as strong as humanly possible within the given time limit is gonna be more beneficial than you may ever know. If we don't have any other business here, should we go back to the entrance? Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's head back and rest up. So at this point, there's really nothing else that we need to worry about here.
Okay.
I guess all we can do now is prepare for the Day of Fates. So what now? Do you want to head back? Let's return to the real world. Now returning to the real world from Markeys Palace. Thank you for your hard work. This was 3 weeks in the making. This should have been done 2 weeks ago. But, there we go. Markeys Palace is pretty much complete. The infiltration route is secure. Now, we just need to await the final in-game day. And during this time, we're going to be doing a lot of running around in both reality and in Mementos. And you'll soon see what I mean.
Yes.
We secured our route to the treasure. All we have left to do now is wait for the promised date.
Yes.
Let's build up our strength until then, so that we can fully get through to Dr. Maruki. Agreed, 110% there.
Okay.
You did great today. You tired? Something's bothering me. So we talked about how Dr. Maruki might contact us, right? Right. It was only our best guess. I really hope it's not the case, but there is a chance he may not show up before the deadline he gave us. For real? I didn't even think about that. While we can't dismount the possibility entirely, I'd say the chances of that occurring are slim. The man sees himself as a downright saint. I can't see him suddenly going back on his word. Wouldn't you agree, Banjo? I'd say so. Right. If he wanted, he could just erase all of us from existence, as if he was Thanos or something. But he's better than that. Not only that, giving us all this extra time does us a lot of good on our end. And there's still so much about Dr. Maruki's power that we don't understand. That's true. We need to use this time well and prepare as much as possible. I shall take it upon myself to remaster our calling card into a true work of art. Yee-haw! We're good there. What a pity.
Yep.
We don't know when Maruki will show up, but the deadline's not going to change. Let's keep preparing until then. And thankfully, doing just that is not going to be too hard, nor will it take too long. We have 9 in-game days left before Maruki will make his move. Well, technically 8 or 7, but even so, use this time wisely, as, let me tell you folks, you're going to need all the time that you can get to be fully prepared for pretty much anything and everything.
Okay.
Now we just have to send out the calling card. For now, let's wait for Maruki to take action. And if you attempt to send a calling card while you're hanging out at your hideout, then Morgana or Akechi or someone is going to say, let's wait for Dr. Maruki to make the first move before we do anything else. Okay? Okay, that would be wise.
Oh.
So, let's play some more video games. We still have Power Intuition to finish up. I may need a refresher on the rules here. Let's start up Power Intuition. So, should we use the trick? You'll have more time to enter the input commands. Let's use it. Makes sense since you learned how to. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we'll have to play as we go. This is the final opponent. Wait, it's just a little old lady. Damn it, she moves so fast and deals so much damage! You'll need to land a special attack if you want to even begin to create an opening for yourself. Oh, you have a small window of opportunity. Go, go, go! Okay. There we go. She's on her heels. Keep pushing! There we go. You're almost there. This is the moment of truth. Oh my god. Oh, come on, I had it! There we go. Phew! What beautifully flowing combos! That was amazing! And that was amazingly difficult as hell!
Okay.
You beat Power Intuition. Another game down, only one more to go. Can't believe you seriously pulled off that combo. It was incredible watching you go up against such a tough opponent. Alright, let's enjoy this ending. The manual says if you send in the password you see after the ending, you get a prize. This is a promotion from years ago, though. There's probably no point in doing it now. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to write it down anyway. Like some antique game... Maybe some antique game stores are into that kind of thing.
Nice.
This is probably a good stopping point. Let's end here for today. Definitely agree with you there. Alright, on to the next day. We were able to grab a seat, but you already read all the books you own. I guess we should probably buy some new books. If there are even any at all. Just saying. I think I've read through every single one in the entire game.
Morning.
Holy crap, the snow is crazy. It's freezing but exciting at the same time. Say, you think there's been some kind of change in Mementos too? Why don't we go see? Aw, hell yeah! I wonder how different it's gonna be. I'm so pumped. You gotta be excited at times like this. There is a reason why I'm choosing to go into Mementos today. And it's for one very, very special reason. Maybe we'll even get a Mementos request too. We'll see. Hey, have you heard of this AI mask guy? Well, Ali Mask Uzi, I guess some extreme video streamer with a robot mask with a big audience. We got a request on the fan site from someone who knows him in real life. One of the streamer's friends? Apparently, they want him to stop streaming himself going around doing borderline illegal stuff. Ooh, that sounds a lot like Keemstar or 8 Thoughts. When anyone try... Actually, no, it sounds more like Alex Jones. Whatevs. When anyone tries to talk him out of it, he flips out and gets violent. They say he's out of control. Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds a lot more like Alex Jones. We better stop him. I agree. So, if we have word from one of his personal contacts, does that mean we know his name? Yeah, about that. He says he's not gonna post the guy's info online. I guess this AI Mask Uzi guy has pissed off a lot of people. If he got doxxed, that could get ugly. So we only have his title then, or screen name or whatever. How can we get more hints? I'm looking at his archives now. A lot of these streams seem to be from Kichijoji. If we check around in Kichijoji, maybe talk to some students, we may learn something. Students, huh? So our best shot is probably weekday afternoons. But Kichijoji isn't the only place he visits. It couldn't hurt to check other locations too. Okay, then let's all look around. We'll leave Kichijoji to you, Banjo. So he's doing borderline illegal stuff in some goofy mask? cramping our style and making life hard for people. We gotta shut this guy down for all their sake, too. Definitely agree with you there. Oh yeah, we said we'd meet at the hideout.
Let's go.
Let's head over there now. Actually, we're not gonna be doing that 100% necessarily.
Huh?
The reason why I chose to back out of the hideout is because we're gonna head over to Kichijoji. Just so that way we can dig up all the dirt we need on this guy. You remember that AI mask guy? Let's see if we can dig up anything on his real name. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Have you heard of the streamer called AI Mask Uzi?
Hey,
Hey, they're talking about AI Mask Uzi. Let's listen in a bit. Oh yeah, his body slammed into the line at the crochet shop and had a tantrum saying, "You're blocking traffic." Gotta be honest, I recoiled when I saw that. Yeah, that one. Amasaki, okay. Let's go with that. Amasaki, my classmate. He's apparently the guy's little brother. Whoa, seriously? I feel sorry for him. Won't he be roped into trouble just for being family with a guy like that? And he's got a lot of haters too. Like that group hanging around in the alley. I can't say I'm surprised. So, AI Mask Uzi has a little brother whose last name is Amasaki. And he's got haters. That's concerning.
yes.
They're apparently hanging out in Harmony Alley. Let's go take a look. As far as where Harmony Alley is, if I have to guess, maybe it's somewhere around here? If not, it's probably elsewhere. Yeah, I don't think this is the right location. That certainly stinks. If I have to guess, maybe it's in Shibuya. Might as well stop at the airsoft shop and sell off all my crap.
You better not give that shit to my customers.
Damn cold out there, huh? My haters acting up too. Probably better close up early just to be safe. So, you need something today? Yeah, I kinda wanna sell all my stuff.
You should be grateful.
Thank you for the free money.
Come again.
Alright, let's take a look around and see if we can find this Harmony Alley. You would think it would be somewhere around here in Shibuya, but I don't think that's it. Let's see. Where the hell is this Harmony Alley at? Let's try over here. Now that I think about it, maybe I need to try going into the electronic district or something. I think when you stumble upon the correct location, Morgana is going to say, hey, let's take a look. This may be a good place to take a look around. Maybe? Maybe not. Well, I do have plenty of cash, so I shouldn't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Still though, this is kind of dumb that I can't figure out where the hell Harmony Alley is. I would hang out elsewhere, but yeah, that's not happening, Chief. Oh, hello there. Psst. Hey, you, got a minute? I'm a Chapman collecting rare goods for personal reasons. Rare goods? Yeah, see? I knew that'd get your attention. A trader must constantly fulfill his client's needs, regardless of an item being sold out or worth a premium. But a lone man can only do so much. I've been racking my brain over how I'm gonna purchase this item. And you came along, man, and I just knew I could talk to you. What do you say? Will you help a fella collect goods? What do I get? I'll have rewards ready for you, my man. If you get me what I ask for, we'll trade. Sound fair? Just buy the item when you can and bring it to me at any time. Unfortunately, consumer demand is always in a constant state of flux. So sometimes an item you bring me may no longer be needed. Sorry, man, that's just how it is. You know, he looks and talks funny, but depending on the item, this might not be a bad deal. Why don't you accept the job? It sounds easy enough. You just have to buy him stuff. Then we have a deal. From now on, please call me Saki. Or Sake.
I mean...
Of course, as Phantom Thieves, we have to be careful about procuring the item and appraising them, alright? I don't think this guy has any ill intentions, but he's still a bit suspicious. I don't want us to get in trouble. Oh, one more thing. I need you to remember. I don't want any trouble. Wouldn't want to burden the clients. That means no stealing. You gotta buy the items through legitimate channels, alright, my man? Now then, let's discuss our first deal. My request for today is Supernova Burger. If you can find one, I can trade it for one old man's elixir. So, this is something that you might choose to do. It's entirely optional, and honestly, there's not really too much of a point in doing it, as the items on offer really aren't that substantial, but they may be helpful regardless. So, if you happen to have the time and the cash, feel free to run around and try to grab these items if you can. Handling in the item Sake requested from you will earn you a special item. More requests come in over time. Sake will not reappear until he has another request for you. Be sure to check now and then to see if he's returned. How often he appears is, I'm pretty sure it is predetermined. But who knows? Hello? Did you get any info on AI Mask Oze? Ozai, whatever? Oh, maybe these guys are the AI Mask haters. Let's listen in on them. Yeah, I got something good. His name and phone number. And it was easy, too. You think for an AI, he'd have better cybersecurity. And I noticed something else. AI Mask Ozai, is just an acronym of his real name. Ha! I bet he thought he was being clever. Won't be long now until we figure out where he lives. Then we'll gather everyone who hates him, and we'll finally get what he'll finally get what he deserves. He's pulled the same kind of shit himself. He should know what's coming. Those guys are bad news. I'd never be able to relax if they were after me. And AI Mask Ozai is an acronym of his real name. That sounds that's some interesting info. How'd it go, people? This guy does stuff like vandalize illegally parked cars or dropkick smokers in no smoking areas. I kind of see why they say this AI mask guy is out of control. Plenty of people aren't happy with his antics, but he does seem to have quite a following. It seems he has a strange sort of charisma despite everything. I asked around too, but I didn't learn much. Sorry. Did you figure anything out, Banjo? His screen name is an acronym. Huh? Okay, anything else? His last name is Amasaki. Then all that remains is to unscramble the whole thing. So if his AI mask Ozai, and his last name is Amazuki... That just leaves Ozai. Yes, you're right. Well done, Banjo. Wait. Oh yeah, so the AI mask part is just a maske. He separated his first name and last names into discrete parts. AI mask comes out neatly to Amasake. That also explains the extra A in the word. And Ozai on its own could be read backwards to find the name, Izuo. Izuo? Izuo? I don't know. I can't read Japanese names worth a damn. Which means our target's name is most likely Izuo Amazaki. Just check the nav. We got a hit. That's our advisor. Freaking awesome.
Yes.
That settles it. Now we know his full name. All that's left is to meet at the hideout and talk it over with everyone. Coolio. That took a little longer than it should have, but hey, what can you do? Touchpad, please. Alright. Now that that's finally done, we finally have our target's name. It's time to head into Mementos. For real. No, seriously. I know I said we were going to do this earlier, but here we are. Today seems like a perfect day for us to go into Mementos. Let's check our intel.
Listen up.
This intel is on a video streamer known as AI Mask Ozai, who does some borderline illegal stuff. While he has a lot of fans, he also seems to have plenty of critics and haters who are trying to find out his home address.
Seriously?
That's the thing that the requester was most scared of. We can't just leave this be. I agree that we should change his heart. Yeah, it's already bad enough that someone like him is lurking in our city. I figured you'd all agree, so I already sent out the calling card. We're good to go. Nice, Futaba.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take down this annoying big bro. So we have our next S rank request. And let me tell you folks, this is not going to be easy. But we can most certainly get it done. Let's head on in. By the way, this particular request is the second to last Mementos request in the entire game. We'll be getting one more request, and after that particular request is complete, we're done with Mementos. Unless we are still working on level grinding, in which case, we may stick around for a little bit longer. But even so, just saying, the number of targets residing within Mementos is 1 at present. Now then, shall we head in? Let's go!
Yes. Let us go.
On to Mementos we go. Time to get to work. Hello.
I've been waiting for you. I came here to ask a favor of you, actually. Would you mind indulging me?
A favor? What is it that you want?
I would like to engage you in combat.
Whoa!
Now that I've regained my original form, I wish to duel you once more. I've witnessed just how much you've grown since defeating the malevolent god and completing your rehabilitation. As one who rules over power, I wish to judge such growth firsthand.
Is it really necessary, though?
Yes, it is vital to my self-discovery. My master has granted permission for us to engage in battle, but I will not force you to accept the challenge. Now, please come speak to me once you are prepared.
And when she says make sure you're fully prepared, she really means it. Because once you secure the infiltration route within Dr. Markeys Palace, then and only then you'll have the opportunity to fight Lavenza, aka the strongest super boss in the entire game. And one that will make you pull your goddamn hair out and make you hate video games for the rest of your life. Seriously, she's on the frickin' level of a Dark Souls game. Seriously, she is that freaking difficult. Even so, I'm just saying. When it comes to this particular save file, we won't be worrying about fighting her, but I did create a separate save file just for her engagement alone. Just saying, she requires a ton of prep work, and again, it's not 100% necessary to fight her during your second playthrough onward. And yes, I know what I just said. Speaking of fighting Lavenza, you can only fight her during a New Game Plus playthrough, so you have to carry over your save data. During your first playthrough, you will not be given this opportunity, so keep that in mind. She works the same way as the twins. So, there you go. You also have until February 3rd to fight and defeat Lavenza. If you don't defeat her then, and if you don't defeat her, or no. You have until February 2nd to fight and defeat her. If you don't fight and defeat her then you won't be able to challenge her again until your next playthrough. So keep that in mind. Alright.
Let's do it.
Time to head on in. Wonder where our next target is going to be. Here's hoping they won't be too far along. Probably within the next couple of floors or so. Nice. Double nice. Looks like just about everyone is up to level 96, I think. Yeah, except Akechi and Sumiri. They're the only ones who are really lagging behind. I wonder what's up with that. One more thing worth mentioning here is when running around the final part of Mementos, one thing to keep in mind is once you secure the infiltration route within Dr. Markeys Palace, you're going to be encountering some super powerful shadows that you may not be able to insta-kill. And they even take the form of regular shadows as well. They're that strong.
Ink isn't my specialty, but I've been experimenting with it in some recent work, just for fun.
Wow, you really can produce art with anything. I'm a little jealous.
Okay. So like I was saying, when it comes to certain shadows, they may, you might not be able to insta-kill them. Also, excuse me for that weird burp. I'm not quite sure what I burped up, but whatever it was not pleasant, to say the least. But anyway, like I was saying, these super powerful shadows will take the forms of regular common shadows. So don't let your guard down based on their appearance. They mean business, and I don't think you can recruit them at all. So even if you knock them all down, there's no way you can negotiate with them. Then again, if there is, and there is a way to recruit them, I have not figured it out.
A ghost appeared in my dream. It scared me so badly that it woke me up.
Nightmares can be really terrifying, even if you think back on them and question what it was that scared you.
Funny enough, that's actually very, very true.
Oh,
I've had my fair share of nightmares that woke me up from my sleep. And let me tell you folks, it ain't too pretty. Can I speak today? That would be fantastic.
I used to play a whole lot of fighting games, but
Yeah, I did not mean to interrupt Ryuji there. But I figured crashing into the wall would still allow his dialogue to continue, but nope, apparently not. Alright, Jose, let's have a nice little chat.
Hey, good job. This isn't quite the same flavor I was told about.
How is it, though?
It tastes... I learned that a person's sense of taste will change as they get older. Is that true? Has it happened to you?
Yes, actually, it has. Everyone's different.
I see. It's not like that for everyone, huh? I just can't bring myself to like the flowers here. And I used to like drinking them so much, too. If I don't succeed in my studies, then... Wait, I have to focus. Hi.
Everything okay, Jose? Want to have a nice long chat? Oh, sorry. So, did you want to trade flowers or change the cognition in Mementos? See if we can even buy anything useful. I'm gonna say no. Not with our current flower count. Yeah, that's gonna be a big fat NO from ME. Just saying, we need a metric ton of flowers. Especially if you want all of these wonderful SP restoring items. Especially the Somas. The Soma you definitely want to get your hands on as soon as possible. But 520 freaking flowers. My god. And you can only get these once per trip into Mementos too. That's just how good these things are. Just makes me wish I could carry them from playthrough to playthrough. But, alas, you can't. Hope we run into each other again soon. Me too, Jose. We may run into each other sooner than you may think. Maybe by then we'll have a nice long chat about flowers, humans, and all kinds of other things. Hello, what do we have here? Hope Diamond! Well, this is something.
Weak against ice. You don't have any skills that'll hit its weak spot.
Good night. Okay. Let's see if we can finish this guy off nice and quick. By the way, when it comes to Hope Diamond, this thing only appears around this point within Mementos, and it also only appears here specifically once you secure Dr. Markeys Palace or secure the infiltration route within Dr. Markeys Palace, I think.
Okay, let's move on.
Although getting it to appear is incredibly difficult.
Alright.
It is a rare shadow for a reason.
Easy, huh? I can tell.
And honestly, I feel as though it's the rarest in the entire game. Excuse me. Anywho, if you're wondering what the Cold Wave does, if I have to guess, what it'll do is, depending on the encounter and whom you encounter, there is a chance that the shadows will freeze upon encountering them. Although it may not apply if they ambush you, so keep that in mind.
It's fun to walk around and inspect different temples and shrines. The architecture is always impressive.
Being in a holy place always makes me keep my head down and walk straight ahead.
Too funny, Mona. Too funny. Alrighty, let's keep moving. Oh, hello! Looks like we got ourselves another super powerful group of shadows. I'ma stop blasting! Alright, so what we got? We got Bloodthirsty Ogress, this, and the Blackened Doom.
Try something else.
So, as far as identifying weaknesses on these things, I have not managed to do so yet, which is rather unfortunate. But, that's okay. I'm pretty sure these guys are classified as regular enemies, so therefore, they can easily go down if you manage to inflict a status ailment on them. There we go. Goodbye. Now then, let's try... Shoot! Go away!
It's no good. You can't talk to it. It's no good. You can't talk to it.
Well, that kind of stinks.
We can't talk right now.
Alright, let's finish him off. Say goodnight. Like I said, you cannot recruit these shadows in particular. I think it's because they're technically classified as mid-bosses?
Okay.
But not quite in that particular sense, considering that they're fully vulnerable to status ailments. Even so, just saying. Alright, looks like our target's in this area. Very interesting to see. Now then, let's keep moving. Let's go ahead and keep moving, take a look around this entire floor, that way we can get everything that we can. Once we do... Yay, treasure! As I've mentioned previously, during my second playthrough of this game, when I unlocked the third semester for the first time, I unintentionally grinded my team to level 99. And I mean for absolutely everyone.
Both use long melee weapons, but they're total opposites of one another.
That's probably because people have different mental associations for them.
That could be a possibility. But like I was saying, the reason why I grinded so much was because I was running around like a frickin' headless chicken trying to get all the damn stamps in this particular part of the palace. And let me tell you, it was definitely a fun challenge.
Who got the advantage?
No.
Watch this.
Absorbs fire revealed. Very interesting. So again, when it comes to identifying these super powerful shadows, which are the inviting pyromatic and pleasant snowman, I have not identified their weaknesses nor their affinities. So having it revealed now is honestly pretty damn good. As far as how powerful these things actually are, your guess is as good as mine. If I have to guess, they're probably about as strong as a typical mid-range boss. But really, they're not that strong. So it may seem intimidating that these guys are refusing to go down, even though they look like common trash. That doesn't mean that you can let your guard down. Just saying. Ow, my throat! Sorry, but he hurts to speak, oh.
We can't talk right now.
Very well then. Time to die. Sit down, son, and shut the F up. Idiot. Here we go.
Okay, excellent technique, Joker.
A rare compliment from Akechi. You love seeing that. Also, you love seeing running into another encounter of powerful shadows. And as I mentioned previously, depending on the encounter, there is a good chance that you can freeze your enemies. Like as soon as you ambush them and encounter them in general. Goodbye. Resistant to curse, eh? Very interesting.
I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling from all this power.
Man, I love that voice line. Time to unleash the best frickin' showtime in the game. Once more with feeling. Goodbye.
That's disappointing. Next target.
Just like I thought.
Man, that was awesome. I never get tired of seeing that showtime.
Okay.
Sure, I do skip it from time to time, or fairly often, but even so, just saying. One more thing worth mentioning here is if you are going into Mementos solely for grinding, then stopping by the fortune teller to get certain affinity readings and stuff like that is honestly not a bad idea. Resistance to fire, eh? Interesting. Bye. Alright. Time to put everyone to sleep. Very nice. Goodbye. Time to finish it. There we go. All done. Seems like Makoto is getting a lot of time in the sunshine today. Very interesting to see. That is for sure. Okay. I don't mind it, honestly. It's really not that bad. Oh boy, here we go again. Okay. That was interesting. Nice. Gotta love them crits. Good freaking night, my dude. Damn! Damn, Samiri, you really are best girl. And no one's gonna convince me otherwise. Unless we're talking about OG Persona 5, in which case, yeah, we have a bit of a problem there. Not in the sense of complete disagreement, but because Sumiri doesn't exist in that particular version of the game. Just saying. Also, I'm not offended with fighting these super powerful shadows over and over again. It just means that we can get more and more levels. Just saying. Speaking of levels, everyone's pretty much finished leveling up, except for Akechi and Sumiri. Which, that's pretty awesome. Oopsie. Wrong target. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, Sumiri, it's up to you. Finish him! Good night. Goodbye. You damn right, girl. You goddamn right. There we go.
Okay.
Let's keep this pace going.
Definitely agree with you there. Oh, hello. Another group. 3 in a row. Don't see that every day. But here we are. Goodbye. Let's make this nice and quick, now shall we? Man, I love unleashing the power of sleep on these people. Because it's super easy to inflict technical damage and on merciless difficulty, it's even more insane. Just saying, 3 times the damage? It really is super beneficial, but it's also a major curse as well because it also applies to you. I mentioned this throughout this entire playthrough up to this point, but hey. Oh man, I love Akechi. And by that I mean everyday Akechi.
They were too weak to be a threat.
Mm-hmm, too true. I can sense the target up ahead. Do you want to head in? Yeah, let's go. We're not getting any younger. That's Amasake. Or Amazuki, whatever. Let's stop him for his brother's sake. Let's do it. Dance! Dance! Seeing those idiots get so upset by my videos is incredible! Man, dude, you really are Alex Jones. So you're Amazake. You seriously don't give a damn about how much trouble you are causing your family. What? Trouble for my family? You wouldn't understand. Haters are my motivation. My parents and my brother are idiots too. They're just cowards who don't understand my fame. I'm gonna get even more famous. Or infamous, but even so, we better put a stop to his tyranny, or else he may get himself seriously injured. And not just him either, but his entire family too. Now, allow me to show you my popularity! Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting.
What?
Looks like he's calling for backup. Is he calling for reinforcements? Be careful, Joker. Alright, so as far as this guy is concerned, this guy does have a big tendency to summon reinforcements throughout the entire battle. So try to focus on taking down Shadow Amazaki first and foremost. Don't worry about his reinforcements too much. Taking them down is honestly not a bad idea, but at the same time, it may not be worth it. Just focus all of your attention on him. Once you do, you should be fine. There we go. Oh, come on, really? Well, that sucked. To be honest, I should have expected as much, just because he has the Evade Bless skill. But here we are. There we go. Okay. Let's try this. Resistant to lightning. Very interesting. Thanks for the crit increase, but it also sucks that it also increased for everyone else too. mentioning here is when you're using Debiliate or Checkmate, you cannot decrease the crit chance on everyone else. Just saying. Ooh, nice! Nice crit. Let's try this. Nice! He is down. So, once he's down, now we can finally start targeting the others. I wonder if this will work. Probably not. Oh, it does. Nice. Time to finish it. Nice and quick. Good night. Time to finish it. Okay, that did not quite work as well as I expected. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so we tried pretty much everything except Curse, Fire, Ice, and I think Wind. And it blocks Curse. Well, that's good to know. Oh, really? Screw you, game. Oof, damn! Well, that's not good. I'm pretty sure Akechi's dead. Or not. Alrighty then. Well, it could have most certainly gone worse. That's for sure. There we go. That takes care of that. Seeing my view count get higher and higher, it just felt so good. I got so mad at my family for taking that enjoyment away from me. Go apologize to your brother. Yeah. I punched him real hard and said horrible things to my parents.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna apologize to everyone. Awesome. Well, it's good to see that that man has finally changed. Hey, we're pretty much done here. At least for this particular assignment. A job well done. Shall we continue exploring? There are no more targets in this area. What's our next move? Let's head back to the entrance. There's something I need to do. First off, we need to heal. And the reason why I returned to the entrance specifically is so that way we can restore our SP. Because we're going to be taking on something rather fun. Now then, as far as what I'm going to be using. Let's... You know what? This will be fine. Okay, looks like everyone's fully restored when it comes to SP. That's good. Alrighty.
I should write something.
So, like I said, we're fully preparing ourselves. Not for Lavenza right now. That's not going to be happening until after the main portion of this playthrough is done. Or at least when we get close to the very end. Which will be soon, actually. For now, there's one particular thing I want to show off. This only appears after you secure the infiltration route within Dr. Markeys Palace, along with several other things. And I think in order to even get this to appear, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you also have to get all the stamps from Jose as well throughout the entirety of Mementos. So on every single area, with the exception of these two, and also the main entrance, I think you have to get every single stamp. Once you do, then head back to the very end of the final area. Once you do, we'll find Jose here. You made it. Let's decide what we're going to do going forward, Joker. Alright, let's go ahead and have a nice little chat with Jose now, shall we?
Hey guys, good job.
Jose-chan, you seem kinda down.
Is something wrong?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry, but a lot's happened lately. Before I got here, I was able to drink so many flowers. That was all thanks to you guys. So, I thought I was beginning to understand humans. But now, the more flowers I drink, the less I understand them instead.
How does that work?
Oh, I gotcha. It's like love, right?
I don't think so.
You understand his explanation. Sko.
You know squat about love.
Shut up! I know what I'm talking about, pretty much.
Boneface is right. I've learned about humans in a manner similar to falling in love. When you learn more about a subject, it's often more than unexpected. It's the exact opposite of what you liked about it. Just like with love.
Interesting.
Right? See?
I want to learn more about humans, but I wonder if I'll learn what I need to about them just by keeping at it like this.
Mind if I propose a simple solution? Why study humans at all? Why not just give it up?
I can't do that. I promised someone that I'd study humans.
And who is this
What'd you
someone?
promise?
Sorry. Forget I said that.
I can see how that would worry you. There are times where the truth seems to move further away from you the more you strive to reach it.
I've dealt with similar problems, so I can totally relate. I aim to handle them whenever the opportunity presents itself, though.
I really appreciate your help with this. So, I need an opportunity. Oh, that's it.
What is it?
Could I ask you guys a favor? I'd like you to fight me.
Wait, what? Why?
Yeah. I think you left out a step or three. I'm not following here. I've learned something from studying humans. When humans suffer, they vent their emotions so they can move forward with their lives. Well, right now, I'm suffering. The only people I can vent at are you guys. And the most common way to vent is to fight.
You want to get physical here? You can't just pick a fight with us out of nowhere.
What do we do? I definitely didn't expect this.
Well, unless we fight him, we won't know whether or not this is his opportunity. We simply have to decide if we're going to humor him.
What do you think? Should we fight Jose?
Well, when it comes to this particular decision, this particular scenario caught me completely off guard the first time I encountered it. When I saw Jose here, I was gonna turn in some flowers. And, yeah. I honestly was not expecting it the first time through. So if you say hang on, you can choose to not fight Jose, and you can just come back and fight him another time. Which, honestly, you should if you are completely unprepared or under-leveled. So, in other words, if your team is not at least at level 90, you're going to have a really rough time. But I have fully prepared myself, so let's go ahead and fight.
Thanks. This may be sudden, but here I come.
Alright, Jose, bring it on! Here we go. Time to fight Jose.
I'm going to start venting now. Don't expect me to hold back.
I'd be disappointed if he did. So, when it comes to Jose, Jose is an optional super boss. And let me tell you folks, he's actually the weakest out of the 3 super bosses in this entire game. So, in other words, bring out your most powerful personas and be prepared to fight like hell. Because Jose is gonna be unleashing absolutely everything he's got. So, be prepared for absolutely anything and everything. If you happen to have Centennial or a similar persona, definitely unleash it. Don't hold anything back, especially around Jose. And the reason why I say this is, unlike the other 2 super bosses, which are Justine, Caroline, and I almost called Lavenza Larxene. Gotta love the similar naming scheme, am I right? But anyway, like I was saying, unlike the other two super bosses, if you happen to lose to Jose, it does result in a game over, from what I looked up online. So, keep that in mind. As far as weaknesses on Jose is concerned, let's take a look. I have not identified any weaknesses on him, but if I have to guess, he doesn't have any at all. But he does have a strong resistance against physical-based attacks. So, be careful. Try not to unleash physical-based moves, otherwise you're going to be in for a very rough time. As far as other elemental resistances...
That hurts more than I thought it would. But that's not all your feelings yet, is it? We're just getting started. Try to keep up with me. Okay.
Oh, believe me, I plan to. And we're going to be doing it in... and then some. So as far as recommended party setup, definitely bring out your strongest party members if you can. But I'm keeping my current setup with Makoto, Akechi, and Sumiri, just because this setup works really well. Oh boy. Well, damn, this is bad. Oh, thank God for that detox.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see if I can, heal everyone. There we go. Izagami no Okami Pikaro comes through in the end. Definitely good to see that. One thing worth mentioning here is when it comes to showtime opportunities, it may not be such a good idea to unleash a showtime here. Decide on your next moves carefully, otherwise you're going to be in for a very, very rough time. Just saying. I'm not too sure, but I feel as though that Jose is completely immune to crits. But I could be completely wrong in that regard. One more thing worth mentioning here is Jose is going to be unleashing every single elemental-based attack that he has. So keep that in mind. Also, don't be afraid to unleash Concentrate constantly. You want to unleash everything that you possibly have on Jose. And if you're running low on SP, don't be afraid to switch out characters if you must. Just pray to God that you can. Although if you have been doing all of the Confidant stuff, then this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh dear, that's not good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Although it would have been nicer to have,
This isn't it. It's time. Go down.
Would have been nice to have gotten rid of that status ailment, but alas, it is what it is.
I'm starting to enjoy this. Why though? This hurts so much, but I'm actually enjoying it. Wait, I need to focus. Here I come, folks.
Oh boy. So, around this point in time, I believe we just initiated Phase 3 of Jose's fight. And it's initiated once he reaches his 50% threshold. Okay, let's see if I can fix up Sumiri. If I don't, then I think she is going to be highly vulnerable to a technical, and that will more than likely kill her. Also, fighting Jose grants us another opportunity to listen to the best song in the entire game, Rivers in the Desert. Hopefully I don't get copyright claimed, but even so, even if I do, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, what to unleash here? Unleashing any and all almighty attacks, honestly, is not a bad idea. Highly would recommend. Just saying. Oof, that was actually pretty damn close. if Samiri would have gotten hit by that curse, she would have more than likely have been killed right then and there. Just saying. Not exactly good. Hey. I wonder how many turns it's been since unleashing Debiliate. It's probably been a good number of turns, so his attack power, defense, as well as his evasion is going to return to normal soon. Probably within the next turn, or the next attack phase. By the way, I'm pretty sure the items Jose throws have a chance of inflicting status ailments on you, such as shock, burn, etc., etc. And they have a pretty high chance of doing so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Better heal up, just to be on the safe side.
No time for thanks.
Also, don't be afraid to use your Soma here. Just saying. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about increasing my crit rate.
I really understand how you feel now. Thank you. Now, it's time to show you how I feel. This is what I've learned from studying humans. Witness my true feelings.
Oh shit! This is gonna be bad. Why? You'll soon see what I mean. So, as you can see, Jose is firing off fireworks. It may not seem like it's doing much, but seriously, guard this attack. Otherwise, you are going to die. Either that or you'll receive a metric shit ton of damage.
No holding back.
Oof. Yeah, that definitely would have killed us. It would have definitely killed us if we didn't guard right there. Once he unleashes fireworks attack and your team manages to survive the encounter, then it will be time for payback. Let's finish this off nice and quick. Now, shall we? Who you think you are, Crash Bandicoot? Whoa, my ass. Oh boy, here we go again. Thankfully, when it comes to Jose setting off his fireworks attack, it seems like he does this every so often. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. Do I dare unleash this? Well, I can always bring back Samiri if anything, so let's give it a go. See what happens.
Would you?
To be fair, we haven't really seen Samiri's showtime very much in this playthrough yet, so might as well show it while we can.
With grace.
Nice.
You get into the Platinum League for that. No holding back.
Oh boy, here we go. By the way, I'm not too sure, but I don't think Futaba can unleash her final guard. Although, it's kind of interesting to see that Akechi nearly got killed there. Thank you, Futaba, with that ultimate support. This again, I wish it also restored SP, but oh well, it is what it is. Ooh yeah, that feels good. Time to finish this. Just a little bit more to go. Just a little bit further, and we should be set.
What? Crow's got some moves. This one's special.
Do I dare unleash another attack? maybe it'll be best to play it safe for this one. As far as Makoto, yeah, I'm gonna be guarding with her. Akechi? Yeah, I'm guarding. You. Alright, nice!
What a human feels.
There we go, Jose is down, and like I mentioned previously, Jose is the weakest out of all 3 super bosses in the entire game. But that doesn't mean you can let your guard down, that's for sure. Just saying. Now then, let's continue. Ooh, level 97 for Samiri. Good to see that.
Ow. Good job all around. Sorry about that.
I'm awfully beat. Do you understand how I feel now?
Painfully well. Thanks to all of you,
Ooh, did you learn something new?
I'm pretty sure I understand humans less than ever.
What?
I was anticipating he'd say the exact opposite.
Me too, Yusuke. Me too.
I was hoping things would end on a happy note here.
Well, this is an issue.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you. Why are you sorry?
Well, you did say you understand humans even less now and all.
That's great news.
What do you mean?
Humans aren't the easiest to comprehend. That's why they can get lost and look for other people they trust. Sometimes they even try to accomplish the impossible with those people, like you all just tried to do for me. Now I'm sure that's what it means to be human. So, it's impossible to learn everything about humans in such a short time. Although, it did make me realize just how much I love them.
So our assistance was to your satisfaction.
Yup, I finally understand now. I can go back to that person whenever I want.
Hey, Jose, who's this person you keep mentioning? And while we're at it, who are you?
I am me. I'm Jose, a boy who got a little smarter because I met all of you. No matter who we are, we're always searching for ourselves. Just remember, there are more folks observing humankind than you might realize.
I gotcha.
I knew you would. Thank you again.
You're
I
welcome.
have something for you, to thank you for spending so much time helping me. Here, take this.
Ooh. Thank you, Jose. So, after defeating him, we get our hands on the Star Water Tray.
This is so interesting. Oh, humans. No wonder the others just can't leave them be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, it's nothing. See you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope you'll still help me collect flowers, too. Off I go. Good job.
Alright, later.
I don't fully understand what just happened, but did that take care of his problem? Jose. He may be weird, but he sure is a cute little kid.
What? Lady On, I'm cute too.
Oh, Mona. Don't worry. Jose's not going to be stealing On's heart anytime soon. Just saying. That's your job. Even though you're a cat. Although, how would it work between a cat and a woman? Other than turning into a Karen. Okay. So, there is something else worth looking into now. After you defeat Jose, there is a possibility that he will show back up around here. Although, getting him to show up again is not as straightforward as you may think it is. Okay, so all you really had to do... I made it sound a lot more difficult than it actually was. So all you really had to do was just leave this entire area, go back to the entrance or something, and then come back here. Afterwards, you can talk to Jose again, if you wish.
Hi.
Good job, mister. You look like there's some... Yeah, you look like there's something you want to ask. Of course.
Nice.
I knew it! my studies are really paying off. I can tell after doing that thing humans do, reading the room. I'm actually supposed to keep this stuff secret, but since you've been helping me so much, I guess I'll make an exception. But go easy on me, alright? I'm still kind of bad at explaining things. There are lots of human worlds I still don't know yet, or human words, rather.
What do you want?
So, what do you want to ask? What do you want to ask about? So, after you defeat Josei, you can speak to him and ask him many different questions. Well, technically 4, but still. So, first off, what are you? If I have to guess, if you played Persona 5 Strikers, I think he's an AI, much like another character in that game. And, as I mentioned earlier on in this playthrough, you can tell if you played the sequel to this game by looking at Josei's eyes. They're very similar to that other character, whom, I want to say her name, but yeah, I kind of want to save that for when I cover that game eventually. Anywho, let's go ahead and ask anyway. How do I put this? I guess the only way I know how to phrase it is, I'm so interested in learning about humans because I'm not one. I really want to learn about the heart. Was there something else you wanted to ask about? Yeah, why are you studying humans? Well, I guess it's because I promised that person I'd do it, but I don't actually know any more than that. What I do know is, the longer I work on my studies, the more I think it'd be nice to use what I've learned to help others. I don't want to just turn away from problems like other humans. I want to be more like you guys. Aw, that's nice. So, who is that person you keep referring to? Who? Oh, you mean the person who told me to study humans. I really don't know how to explain it with any human words I know. The only ones I could use that would be accurate are harsh, but very kind. Maybe they're talking about God or something? I honestly don't know. His answer is incredibly vague at best, honestly. Maybe it's Lavenza? Your guess is as good as mine. What can I say? Josei is just shrouded in mystery, and no matter how much we try to crack at it, the mystery will never be solved, as far as I know right now. So, final question. Why can you change the cognition here in Mementos? Oh, you mean the thing I do with Mementos pressure points? Now that's hard to explain, but I wasn't always able to do that. I do have the power to speak to everyone's hearts, but just a tiny bit. And not enough to affect the real world either. I can pretty much only make people feel touched in some way.
No.
I can alter the cognition here, but that's about the extent of my power. I wouldn't say that really is the extent of his power. I mean, after all, he did unleash quite a lot of pain on us, you know? Really? Okay then.
Doing good?
Well, come back if you ever have anything you want to ask. Good job, mister. Thanks, Josei. Now then, as far as what we're going to do next. That's honestly a very good question. I think what I'm going to do is run around and grind in Mementos until I get enough flowers to pick up a frickin' Soma from Josei. Just so that way I'm able to finish leveling up everyone. As far as stats are concerned, everyone is at level 99 except for Akechi and Sumire, who are at level 97. So, yeah, we still got a long, long way to go before they're both completely maxed out.
Got the advantage. Don't rush this.
Ooh, weakness to nuclear. Very nice to see. Okay. Technically speaking, I know I can end this fight incredibly quickly by means of just unleashing myriad troops. But honestly, that would just make things a little too boring. Then again, the whole purpose of us running around now is just to grind flowers, so maybe unleashing myriad troops is the better move. Just saying. Ooh, hello. Looks like it's Futama's time to shine. Awesome. Very nice.
Okay.
That was an easy win.
Yes, it was. On to the next one.
Surprise attack?
Ooh.
I smell treasure.
Well then, too bad we can't get it because potatoes. Well, actually, we just can't in general, no matter how hard we try.
This is my soul.
I really wish we could get these treasures from these demons, but sadly, we just can't. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Say goodnight.
Game and set. Just like I thought.
Very nice to see that. Alright, level 98.
Let's keep this pace going.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to be doing. Trust me. We still got a lot to explore and a lot of flowers to collect throughout the entirety of Mementos. One more thing worth mentioning here is when it comes to fighting these super powerful demons, they only appear in this area. So that's something to keep in mind. Goodbye. Gotta love it when Izagami goes burr.
Okay.
And by that I mean Izagami no Okami Pikaro. Not OG Izagami. And again, you can build regular OG Izagami quite well. It just requires a ton of work. Just like any other Persona. Just saying. Alright, let's keep moving here. Any other areas worth taking a look at? Well, technically there is. There's still one more area worth looking into. Any flowers?
This place is immense. If there weren't train tracks everywhere, I'd bring my bike here.
Bike riding, huh? I gotta say, that does sound fun right now.
Definitely agree. Although I haven't ridden a bike myself in many, many years. Although I suppose there's an old saying that goes, once you learn how to ride the bike, you can never forget. Oh, that's a good thing. Okay, let's keep moving. Hello. Looks like we got some fun right up our alley. That's nice to see. Perfect. Time to unleash even more pain. Goodbye.
Next target.
Just like I thought.
On to the next target. Nice. Izagami no Okami Pikaro is fully maxed out. Well, at least when it comes to its levels. However, we still need to work on leveling up its stats all the way up to 99. Which, speaking of 99, everyone has finished leveling up. Awesome! Now we can just avoid encounters altogether, if we wanted to. But, it's still a good opportunity to keep grinding anyway, just for extra cash. Extra cash, items, etc., etc.
I found a chest. Oh!
Okay. As far as what else to talk about at this particular moment in time.
Getting yourself to relax, I recommend herbal tea. Do you know which tea goes best with curry? I bet Sojiro would love to find that out.
To be fair, tea does sound pretty good. Especially tea that's like dipped in honey.
Let's defeat.
Okay, well this is gonna be interesting. Haven't heard the last surprise in a while. So we might as well unleash some awesome tunes, you know? There we go. Oh boy. Ow.
Violet, just what I would expect from an
Did not mean to make Joker dance like that right there, but here we are.
Just like I thought.
There is one thing worth mentioning here is
Okay.
during my quote-unquote practice run here, when I was mainly using Izagami no Okami Pikaro to speedrun the game, also I did not mean to do that, but oh well, it's fine. We got this. So, like I was trying to say, when I was playing through this game on a practice file with Izagami no Okami Pikaro, I managed to get an in-game achievement, which was added to the Thieves' Den. As far as what this achievement is, what it does, or what it entails, is you just deal a massive amount of damage. It's technically max damage, which I don't even know what the actual max damage amount is. Perhaps it's 99,999 in a single attack? And if you want to get that achievement easily, unleash a super powerful persona, use Concentrate on yourself, increase your attack power as much as humanly possible. After you do that, then decrease the attack power, or no, decrease the defense of your enemies. Then, unleash hell. Hello Taz, welcome to the stream, glad you can make it, good to see you as well. Glad you can make it. If you're wondering what we're doing now, we're grinding flowers and mementos just so I can get my hands on another Soma. I'd say we're roughly a third of the way there. We're up to 377. And in order to get our hands on another Soma, we're going to need at least 520 flowers. So we still got a ways to go before we can get our hands on it. Although we are getting closer, that's good to see. Once we get our hands on the required number of flowers, then it'll be time to just rotate around from one floor to another and just keep rolling the floors until eventually Jose shows up again. Which, thankfully, that's not too difficult to do. Even so, just saying. It is a little bit annoying, but hey, I'd rather be fully prepared for the final confrontation against Dr.
The
Markey.
other day at practice, I saw someone dislocate their shoulder. Some people can just pop their shoulder out whenever they want. I don't care for seeing it, though.
Funny enough, Haru is right about that. And regardless if you do it intentionally or unintentionally, it hurts like a frickin' you-know-what. Just saying. It hurts a lot. That's all there really is to say about that. That's for sure. And believe me, I have popped my shoulder several times, and let me tell you, it is quite painful.
Here are the search results.
Thanks, Futaba. You're the best. Okay. Just a little bit further now, and once we get all the flowers we need, then we should be good to go. By the way, one other thing worth mentioning here is even after you defeat Jose and you go through all of his questions and talk to him and stuff like that in the final part of this area, he's not going to be in the mood to exchange flowers at that particular moment. You still need to go back to previous floors and get lucky enough to be able to encounter him. Just saying. Okay. Izagami go burr. Goodbye.
All right, Joker. Game and set.
You're damn right.
All right.
Yay.
We found a
Well, it's good to see that we finally have the required number of flowers, so awesome. I can't help to get a few more flowers, though. Seriously. You can never have too many flowers. Although the actual amount of flowers you can carry, I'm not too sure what the actual amount is.
Don't worry, though.
If I have to guess, it's probably 9,999. Although, who would be crazy enough to run around all of Mementos just to get that many flowers? Well, I'll tell you. Someone like me, who has nothing better to do with their lives other than run around like a headless chicken all day. Just saying. Also, just to demonstrate what I mean, let's go ahead and pop in for a little chat with Jose.
Hi.
Not really.
Doing good?
Alrighty. Alrighty. I can't believe I said that twice in the same sentence. But what I'm saying is... What I'm trying to say is here... Now we just need to keep exiting and re-entering Mementos, or this part of Mementos, over and over again. Just until Jose decides to pop up again. Although, maybe because I'm rotating from this particular area to another, he's not going to show up? Maybe I need to go to a rest area. Why don't we go ahead and give that a try? There we go, that's better. Now then, time to roll the dice until eventually Jose decides to show up again. That shouldn't be too long, I hope. It may take a little bit, but he'll show up again eventually. That much I can guarantee. This, unfortunately, may take a little longer than expected. Aha! There he is! Perfect.
I'll send you the results.
Thanks, Futaba. Right. Oh, hello. Was not expecting that.
Oh, mister. Hey, good job. Remember how I told you I just couldn't bring myself to like the flowers here? Well, I think I know why now.
Enlighten me.
The flowers here taste sort of staticky. I don't really like it. Since these flowers are... how to phrase it like someone in the real world? Ah, right! It's the cognition of oneself, which everyone has inside themselves. When the flavor gets staticky, like with these, that means the self is uncertain of its own cognition. Can people really not know what they are? Is everyone like that?
It depends on the person.
This is nothing like what I've been taught, but I can't quit my studies now. Hi.
Okay. That was actually a pretty interesting conversation, not gonna lie. But Jose is definitely right in that regard. Some people are just that unsure of themselves. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, necessarily. As sometimes it takes a while just to find out who you really are on the inside. Okay, there we go. We're good.
Doing good?
Alrighty, we're done here. It's time to make our leave. Time to head out of Mementos and get ready for the final showdown against Dr. Maruki. Thankfully, that won't be too hard to do. So, I'm just going to go ahead and save my progress here. Actually, no. Not just yet. I'm actually going to exit. Might be a good idea to go home and regroup. Yeah, let's go. Eat is done. Looks like AI Mask deleted his whole video archive. But he's been putting up apology vids in their place. So things worked out. Yeah, hopefully this will help his little brother feel better too. I saw another post on the fan site too. My big brother apologized to the rest of the family. He sounds happy. Wonderful. I'm glad everything turned out alright in the end.
Hey,
Looks like he gave everyone a proper apology. That's great. Now, not that an apology is going to make things instantly better, but now it's up to him to make things right. True that. We have a week before the deadline. Damn it, I can't relax. I know what you mean. Everything moved so fast while we were up against that big evil deity thing. But now we have so much time to think it over. I can't help but feel nervous. Right? It's like, ugh, we still got a whole week left. I know that feeling, but we gotta be ready for anything. It would be no exaggeration to say that this time the fate of the world really is in our hands. I can certainly understand how that's unnerving, but we need to do all we can. However we feel about it, it's only a single week. We just need to make sure we don't go in with anything left undone. You better not panic like it's the last day of summer break. For real, tomorrow? It's tomorrow? Aw, crap, what do I do? You know, like that. Yeah, I could see that. Fairly easy to imagine. I'm not that bad, guys. Either way, we should do all we can so we can go into this with no regrets. Thank you for getting us back on track, Haru.
Yep.
A week is gonna go by quick. Make your last prep days count. And we most certainly will, trust me. There's a lot that still needs to be done within a very, very short period of time.
I'll just add this.
So, now we're going to save once more with feeling. And we're going to play some video games. We still have one more game to play through yet, and that is Golfer, whatever the hell this is. We got 3 days to get this done. Let's do it.
okay.
Let's start Pro Golfer. Let's start off the golfer game. By the way, haven't you read that secret technique book? Apparently there's a trick to slow the bar down, making it easier to beat the game. Let's do it. Makes sense since you learned how to. Alright, let's do this. Oh, there's a practice course. Let's try that one first. Alright, time to practice a normal distance shot. Press X to move the bar from the start to the right. Press X again to try and stop the bar within the designated area. So it's like Mario Golf, except it's in 8-bit. There we go. So, oh, I think you did it. Not a bad shot. You want to hit in the yellow area, by the way. If it's not in the yellow area, it's not going to work out so well. Hitting it in the red also is super good. It makes things a lot easier. At least I think that's the case. Oh, the screen changed. It looks like you're stuck in the sand now. There we go. Not bad. You managed to get yourself out of the bunker. Ooh, you're near the flag now. It looks like this is practice for getting your ball on the green. There we go. Hey, you did it! The ball's on the green now. I'm surprised there wasn't a chip in. That's kind of disappointing. So, might as well put it in for par. Looks like that's the end of the practice course. I guess we'll finish here for today. The secret technique book helped, huh? You're always looking for the most efficient way to do things. I admire that about you. Looks like you learned how to be attentive to small details through controlling your shots. Very interesting.
Nice.
Getting late. Let's call it a night, okay? Sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, on to the next day.
By the way,
Many plagues have swept through this world. Cholera, measles, pestilence, all diseases of incredible strength. They resist all our cures, and yes, some can even kill. But there's one disease we do not fear. We even welcome it. Any guesses? It is the disease we call happiness. Did you think I was only being dramatic? A scientific study suggested the emotion of happiness spreads in much the same way as a disease does.
you.
Now then, Kazooie-kun. How far did this study suggest personal happiness can spread? I'd say... to friends of friends of friends. Way to be redundant.
This is it.
Basically, to everyone. Wonderful, that's correct. It would seem that your own happiness can indirectly affect the mood of your friends' friends' friends. Their findings suggested that happiness is spread through connections and physical proximity. Under these principles, perhaps it's not impossible to create a world in which everyone can be happy. Wow, that's actually very interesting. And why are these people still saying I'm a criminal, even though my name has been all but cleared? Since God knows how long ago. But I can't bear that thought. A world of endless, uninterrupted peace. That's a terrifying idea. Where's the thrill in a world without strife, despair, agony? Without unhappiness, there's no true happiness. I don't want to live in a world that boring. Talk about ironic, because you are technically living in such a world right now. Although we are working to resolve said issue, but I digress. This guy never changes. Through that. I'll be here till morning. I can't just leave my co-workers behind. You brought in a draft? What are you talking about? Actually, who even are you? I'm so happy that my husband makes me dinner all the time. It's so easy going, I'm gonna live here forever. Have you ever thought about how scary it'd be to lose your daily lives as we know them? Or lose ours? Whatever. Okay. 7 days left until the final showdown. As far as what we can do now, there's really not a whole lot.
See.
All there's left to do, all that's left is to wait for the day Dr. Markey mentioned. We have to stop him. But until then, I suppose I'll take care of the plants here. What are your plans? I'm here for the vegetables. Okay. Might as well pluck them since we've had them grow for some time now. There we go. More moonlight carrots is always nice to have.
See.
I don't think we can grow much of anything else, but we'll see. Let's grow some sun tomatoes. Okay, these things should be done on February 1st. This is gonna be the last time we'll be doing the whole plants thing, too. Just because it's so close to the deadline. Just saying. Now then, as far as what else we can do. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot we can do. Though, I might as well continue working on meditation and stuff. So, let's go ahead and go. Also, as you notice, I am maxed out on money. Nice! Dreams are easy to have, yet difficult to manifest. Please pardon the mustering of an old man. What brings you here today?
What do you want to do?
Let's go ahead and calm the heart.
Okay.
Let's talk to the monk. Very well then, take your time and relax.
Hey!
You know those masses of tiny pebbles all over the garden? They say those are supposed to represent bodies of water. The spot on the floor, it kind of looks like Ryuji. He's starting to look more and more like a monkey. Which, funny enough, his second formed persona is a monkey. Hey, stop ignoring me!
Hey!
Are you listening? Grana's voice is slowly getting further away. Hey, wonder what Morgana was saying earlier. That look on your face, were you able to actually concentrate? I'm still getting distracted by idle thoughts. That expression on your face isn't so bad. Is your mind more composed now? I would say so.
Alright.
5 more SP to the total.
Back?
Well then, I think it's about time we call it a day. Let's head back. By the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to be stopping at the jazz club again, I most certainly will, but I'm going to wait until Sunday, within the in-game day of Sunday. The reason as to why is I looked up Futaba's drinks and when she can get all of her abilities, and she can get them all on Sunday. So, yeah, I figure I'd throw that out there. Now then, time to continue working on the golfing game. Just got 2 more rounds to go.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. It looks like this next hole is a par 3. You'll just need to finish it within 3 strokes, okay? Remember, the first shot is crucial. Make sure you aim well. Nice. I wonder if we can get a birdie here. Nice, you got it on the green. You have 2 shots left now. I wonder if you'll be able to sink it in the cup. There we go. Nice birdie. Whoa, you got it in. Whoa, you cleared that no problem. You even have a shot left over. Nice birdie. Good to see. Maybe in the final course we'll be able to get an eagle or an albatross. That'd be amazing. Although I don't think it will be that simple. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, on to the next day. I'm thinking of quitting my job. What? I know our company used to be pretty shady, but it's gotten a lot better now. Did something happen? Well, I guess you can say that. It's not that I hate this job or anything, but my side job's been going really well, and my stocks are looking good too. I'm raking it in, and I barely have to work. When I look at it that way, it just seems stupid to have a full-time job. Right there with you. Although I wish I could be making money just sitting on my ass all day. But, alas, it is what it is. I'd say he can do whatever he wants as long as he's happy, but this is just kind of sad. Alrighty. I guess we're gonna have to wait for Marky to make contact with us. Hello. This request kind of caught my eye on the fan site. An indie idol tricked my dad and now my family's falling apart. It's that idol's fault my mom and dad fight all the time. Mom got really mad today. She was shouting about them heading for divorce. I just want mom and dad to be happy again. So, you get the picture. I think this poster's just a kid. Makes all this shit hit a little harder, you know? This is over some idol? Yeah, I was wondering about that too, so I did some digging. Her stage name is Lilina. Or Lilina? Whatever. Honestly though, she seems pretty on the level. No shady business, no cheating, the fans, nothing. No hits on the nav either. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the dad who's the problem on this one. Sounds like he goes to Akihabara every day. Wanna go check it out? So this dad's obsessed with an indie idol, huh? Well, we'll need his name before we can do anything else.
Okay,
I guess we should go to Akihabara and try gathering some information. Oh. So, here we go, folks. Here is the final Mementos request in the entire game. And this one is going to be quite a pain in the behind.
Hey!
We have a target we still haven't identified, right? Let's gather info on that idol-possessed dad. Sounds good to me. Although that shouldn't be too difficult to figure out. In fact, I think this is him right here. Oh, you're back! I'm so happy that you came to see Lily Nana again. Lily Nian? Do you think this is the idol Lilina? That name came up in the post about the dad that's obsessed with indie idols. Let's take a closer look. Thank you for always buying so much on that, Nian. But are you sure it's okay with your family? Yes, it's completely fine. Nothing's a problem if it means I get to talk to you, Lily Nian. Just don't overdo it, okay? For one, Nian? I just want you to stay my fan for a long time. Oh, my heart, you're an angel! Now, could I please get today's autograph from you? Okay. And done. Okay, I gotta get to work now. See you later, for one, Nian. See you later. Well, that was kind of awkward. Well, we got his name now, but we still don't know if he's the parent of our client. Let's go ask him. Lillian Nian is such an angel. Let's find out if this is the dad who's overly obsessed with an indie idol. Do you need something? I just finished talking with an angel. I feel like I could say anything right now. Are you a fan? Of course. What else would I be? In fact, I just bought a big stack of her CDs as proof of my love for her. Well, my wife does make a bit of a fuss about it. I have no place at home or in my family, so I think I deserve to at least splurge a little here. No place in your family? What do you mean? Well, this is a fairly common thing in families. The father's role is paying the bills. He's not really involved in the child's life. I disagree. Although, in this instance, that kind of reminds me a bit of me and my own father. Kinda sad, but whatever. Best not to dwell on it. No matter how much he may want to be. Did you talk to your kid? Of course I did. Don't act like you understand what's going on better than I do. If I wanted to hear a lecture, I'd talk to my wife. The only one I need is Lily Nian. He's got no place at home, and he wants to get involved in his kid's life, but he can't. He's got an unstable family situation, but he's still fixated on that idol. Looks like we got the right guy. Let's discuss this at the hideout with everyone else. Cool. Looks like we got ourselves another request to take on today. Cool. Why did I say that in the same sentence?
I'll just add this.
Well, for the most part, we're pretty much finished when it comes to our businesses around here. So, let's go ahead and go over the request and head into Mementos. While everyone's here, let's go over the intel.
Listen up.
This intel is on a guy who's obsessed with idols that it's destroying his family. We were able to speak with him properly, but he seems really depressed when it comes to his family. I thought this was just an obsession with idols, but it sounds like there's more to it than that.
You notice?
Yeah, feels like his escape into the idol's world because things aren't going well with his family. I bet his kid's just worrying about him and believes idols are bad because of that. I'd hate to see a family broken apart because of some stupid misunderstanding. I'm totally for changing his heart. Dane, I know fans like to spread all their money on their favorite, or spend all their money on their favorite idol members, but I don't think this guy's like that.
Alright.
We gotta stop him before his home wrecks his entire family. Futaba and I already left him a calling card.
Okay,
Let's hurry up and change his heart. So, there we go. We got ourselves another Mementos request. Speaking of Mementos request, there is actually one additional Mementos request that didn't make it into the final game. There is one unused Mementos request that involves Akechi. It is considered to be one of the most complex Mementos requests in the entire game. And in fact, if I recall correctly, after watching the unused Mementos request video, it takes several in-game days in order to even start the thing. So, I'd say that's pretty interesting if I do say so myself. Even more so considering what happens within it. If you're wondering why is it that it didn't make it into the game, well, if I have to guess, it's due to time constraints. Regardless, though, the particular request itself is still within the game's code and can be accessed with mods. Just keep in mind that the request is only about 80% playable. So in other words, you can't really complete it, even if you add it back into the game. The only way to do so is to manipulate around the mod menu just to be able to get to the points where you can play the request.
Tracks just keep going. I'd wager this runs longer than the real subway.
Hard to say. The layout changes every time we enter the place.
If that's the platform, then I suppose that does it for this area.
True that. Alarm time already. Interesting. I was thinking of maybe just proceeding, just so that way we can get this next Mementos request done, and that way we can just get the F out of here. But, might not be a bad idea.
It always bothers me when foreign movie subtitles leave stuff out or take too many liberties. I'm fine with whatever, so long as it's entertaining. My problem's when they're too boring.
I know that feeling oh too well. As I was saying, the reason why I'm continuing to run around here rather than trying to proceed to the next area immediately is so that way we can continue to gather additional flowers. And maybe we'll pick up another SP restoring item. You can never be too prepared. Just saying. I will say though, if you are grinding flowers, you're going to be doing it for quite a while. Because some of these items are super freaking expensive. As you've seen with the Soma being at a whopping 520 flowers. Making it the most expensive item you can buy from Josei in the entire game. And if I have to guess, when it comes to the will seeds that you miss, if you happen to miss any will seeds in any of the palaces you explored previously, the amount it costs to buy those will seeds is probably 400.
Pancakes. I don't want to hear that word again for a long, long time.
Hey, leave the pancakes out of this.
I've been waiting so long to hear that line. One of the best Mementos dialogues in the entire freaking game. Speaking of Mementos dialogues, once this playthrough is done and I release the final session onto YouTube and stuff, I will leave a link to all the Mementos requests, or no, not that. I meant all the Mementos dialogues that you can get while exploring the entirety of this place.
Oh, mister.
More specifically, the one for Royal, just because it is more up to date versus the one in OG Persona 5. Just saying. Okay, no SP restoring items we can buy just yet. That's unfortunate. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna save all my flowers for now. Alright, where to now? Maybe the next time we encounter Jose, we'll be able to buy at least one SP restoring item. Probably not going to be buying another Soma anytime soon. But we can still get some really neato items regardless. Let's keep moving here. Hopefully we won't have too many more encounters. Just so that way we can navigate through this place super quickly. That is one thing I really don't like about Mementos, is the fact that you have to do so much running around just to get from one floor to another. But, even so, not all that bad. Honestly, it really isn't. Okay, next.
Starting the search.
Ooh, thank you, Futaba. As far as where the target is, which floor? It's probably within a... It's probably closer to the final area. Speaking of final area, I think I selected the lowest possible starting point when it comes to this place. Whoops. Not sure what I was thinking there. I meant to select the mid-tier, just so you can get through it.
The panders to your every whim is so mundane. Where's the thrill if there's no competition?
That's true. Some happiness can only be attained through the challenge of competition.
Very true. Definitely agree with you guys right there. Happy for true. Okay, I don't think there's any other flowers we need to worry about here. I know technically I should go and see Jose, but we don't exactly have enough flowers to really buy anything good. I mean, other than just some attacking items here and there, but I digress. I've been throwing that word around a lot, huh? But I'm not exactly sure what else to describe it as. What can I say? Words are hard. Especially if they're from another language, like Japanese, Korean, Spanish, etc. Learning another language is another task.
Post on social media. Once it's out there for good.
I post a lot of pictures of cake and clothing. That's okay, right?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Be careful when searching online, otherwise we'll run into something that rhymes with corn, and let me tell you, it ain't pleasant. Just saying. Yep, I selected the wrong area first. Whoops. Well, it can't hurt to gather some more flowers anyway, so no big deal. Let's keep moving. I'm sure we'll run into our targets soon.
I'll send you the...
I don't think the target's going to be that much further in. It's probably going to be within the next floor or two, but we'll have to wait and see how things turn out first and foremost. There is one other thing I haven't mentioned yet, and that is, if you gathered a bunch of treasures and start a New Game Plus playthrough, I think you can carry over those treasures to a New Game Plus file and get some additional cash.
Oh, you're not gonna land any hits by just waving your weapon around as hard as you can.
Hey, if I can't hit him hard, I don't feel like I'm hitting him at all.
Too funny, but Morgana does have a point there. Power is great and all, but what really matters is accuracy. Awesome! Our target's here. Sweet. Well then, time to get to work. Time to locate our target and destroy them. Well, destroy is kind of a strong word, but you get the point. It's time to put a stop to their shadow once and for all. Although putting a stop to their shadow is gonna be... it's gonna be interesting. And you'll see what I mean soon enough.
Joker looks so cool when he uses that grappling hook.
Quite. In fact, it's no exaggeration to say he's elevated it to an art form.
True that.
Then
Alright. Let's see what this particular person's all about. Alright, there's Anji Fuwa. Let's change his heart for his family's sake. Let's begin. Lillian is kind. Lillian is warm.
Who cares?
All I need is Lillian. No, you don't. Come on, man. You know that's not right, don't you?
What?
Of course it's right. Spending money on her makes me happy. I'd do anything for her. Lillian's smile is what I live for. What about your wife? He's in no condition to listen. Watch out, Joker. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Considering the fact that he is the final Mementos request-like boss in the game, he's gonna be putting up one hell of a fight, so bring your A-game. The only person that can complain about my hobbies is my wife, and that's more than enough. Just go away already! How about now, you crazy bastard? Time to put you in your place. Alright, so as far as this guy is concerned, I've not identified its weakness, but it nullifies light. As far as curse and other elements, they've yet to be figured out. Ooh, curse is its weakness. Perfect. Hold on! If I'm gone, there's gonna be one less otaku cheering for Lillian. Just let me go for Lillian. I get idols are important, but that's not everything in life, right? We need to tell him that there's more important things in life. Here's the stuff we know about him. He's got no place at home, and he wants to get involved with this kid's life, but he can't. By choosing the correct answers, you'll be able to change the target's heart. So, remember that one Mementos request where we did a very similar thing exactly like this? Yeah, this is the only other time in the entire game where this comes into play. The only person I want to protect is Lillian. You understand me, right? My love for her? What about your family? Why you gotta bring up my family? Family, huh? All I've done with my wife is argue. Forcing the kid to learn a shit ton of stuff. I told her it's too much. But she doesn't understand that. My words don't reach her heart. But not Lillian. Lillian always pays attention to what I have to say. She's the only one that listens to me. Do you not talk to your kid? My kid? Apologies for skipping that. All my money goes to her CDs, and if I have time, I go to the concerts. I rarely even thought of my family. My wife was the one that stopped caring about me, so I decided to stop caring about her.
I see.
And that's what got you into idols. He might think he stopped caring about his family, but we all know that's not the case.
Joker.
Tell him, Joker! My family doesn't need me. You can still go back. Even me? There we go. All done.
I'm a victim too.
Me and my wife were always arguing about how to raise our kid. That's when I found Lillian. Lillian was always working hard and smiling. I felt like I was chasing that dream with her. I was using Lillian to escape my stressful home life because she allowed me to dream again. Having a student point that out to me drove me nuts. I'm so pathetic.
And again,
But now you know what you've got to do, right?
I really messed up.
Indeed. As long as I deal with my family first, then I can chase after Lillian. I hope you can do both. Hell yeah!
come on.
So you're not gonna stop chasing her? Well, guess it's not a bad thing to have a hobby. Become a dad your kid can be proud of.
Thank you.
If it's not too late, I will. There we go. Got ourselves another skill card. One-shot kill. Won't even hear it coming. Or in this case, see it coming. Know what I mean? Cue the music. Kidding. Job well done. Alright. Let's head back to the entrance and get ready to head on out of here. I know we were throwing away a whole bunch of flowers, but whatever, it's fine. I'm pretty good when it comes to SP restoring items anyway. And I can always make more coffee if I need to.
Ah, you're back.
I bet it was cold out there, wasn't it? It'd be almost a year since you started living here. We don't look very much like a normal family as usual. True that. But still, you are best dad. Not gonna lie about that. That kid made another post on the fan site. Mom and Dad aren't going to get divorced anymore. They sound so happy, man. I guess the mom and dad finally... Is that a typo? Whatever. I guess the mom and dad finally got to talking things out. The three of them... Or no, it wasn't a typo. Never mind. The three of them have a little family trip planned next weekend. That's good news. Yeah, glad we made a difference. If you got a dad you can trust... If you got a dad you can trust, one who really likes family, that's gotta feel great. Guess that one... Guess that's one family that we saved.
But
Can't believe that dad was so far gone, though. We better watch our step around idols. Speaking of which, there's actually something else I didn't really know about. Apparently there's an additional song that you can get in this game that I completely missed. And I'm not 100% sure how you get your hands on it. If I have to guess, I think after completing the idol request, you have to go and speak to the dad again. I don't know if he's going to show up now, or if we'll have to wait until the next in-game day to do so. Regardless, why don't we go and take a look? And it looks like that is a no. Well then. Alright, let's go back to the cafe. That was a waste. Whatever, these things happen. We'll try again the next in-game day.
Let's do it.
Now then. We got one more game to finish up. After that, we can turn in all of our prizes too.
oh,
Let's get to it.
okay.
Let's start off Pro Golfer whatever. This course is 360 yards. At least it's a par 4. That sounds closer to a par 5, but whatever. In any case, you should try to clear it in 4 strokes, okay? Alright, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Nice. Man, that was a great shot. You really reduced the distance. You still have 3 shots to go. Keep your momentum going. Momentum rolling. Nice. Nice, the ball's on the green. This is your 3rd shot. Maybe you can get in the cup. Let's get a birdie. Hell yeah! We got ourselves another birdie. Hey, it went in. Nice job. Whoa, you cleared that no problem. You even had a stroke left over.
Nice.
The secret technique book helped, huh? Hell yeah, it most certainly did. By the way, I believe after clearing every single one of these 8-bit games, we get an in-game achievement as well for the Thieves' Den. Let's enjoy the ending. Let's... Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Very nice to see progress made. And there we go. Golden Fingers. And as mentioned previously, I'm pretty damn sure that all rewards that or in-game achievements you get are saved to your system save file and are shared across all save files. So regardless of who earns the reward, or whatever save file earns the reward, it applies system-wide. So, nice. You changed somehow. Like, you're more dependable than you were before. I like playing the maid. I don't think I can hold an office job. Your own shop? Forget it. No matter how hard you work, it can still give you trouble. Was I always like this? Huh. Oh, it's nothing. I'm so glad to have a pet like Leo. We'll be together forever, won't we? I know the feeling of owning a pet. I guess we're gonna have to wait for Margie to make contact with us.
Well then.
Okay. Looks like we got one last Home Shopping Network announcement to take care of. Let's see, what we got for our final offering? An energetic set. 3 Salvation S's, 5 Stronger Lifts S's. Wow. Delicious Revival set too. Alright. I think we're gonna go with... I'm gonna go with this. The reason why is because I got more than enough revival items. So, we're fine when it comes to that. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do something about this whole idol song thing. Which I think is right here. I'm Star Lilina, and I'm giving away free CDs to promote my new song. Please take one. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Lillian is so happy. I hope listening to my CD will make your day a little brighter. Nice. The Thieves' Den's been updated. So like I said, I completely missed out on that particular song. And that's not the only one I missed out on either, so that's peculiar. Welcome! Hey man, you look pretty young. You interested in games from the past? Hell yeah! Prize postcard and password. Did you beat Power Intuition? Oh, that deep backstory and those beautiful character designs. Those great sounds and that totally unique battle system. It's truly a maverick amongst fighting games. It's a masterpiece. Oh, I have some prizes left from back then, so I can exchange them with that postcard from you. A EI badge. Neat. That prize postcard and password. Did you beat Legend of Gambler Goemon? Those graphics, they express the ambience of hell so vividly somehow. And the sound and music really ramp up the suspense and tension when you play. It's a milestone in gambling games. A masterpiece. Are you sure about that? Oh, I have some prizes left from back then. Coolio. Thank you. Gambler badge. That prize postcard and password. Did you beat Train of Life? So awesome. They not only add grid movement by rolling dice, but also asset management. And those obstacle characters really express the developer's cynical yet loving take on life. It's based off Sir Goku, but it's truly a revolutionary game in its own right. It's a masterpiece. Neat. And train badge. Cool. Yep. Before this, people really thought a golf video game was impossible. This game shook the gaming world. And the music and sound, real golf doesn't have as many cool sound effects. It's truly a pioneer in the golfing genre. It's a masterpiece. Are you sure? Because it doesn't sound like a masterpiece to me. It sounds kind of boring. Ah, sorry, I got all pumped up without realizing it. Were there any games you wanted to check out?
Made a decision?
Well, unfortunately, no. Just because there aren't any left. Now, as far as what else we can do, there's not really a whole lot left.
What's up?
To be honest, I thought I didn't have that prize in particular just yet, but I guess I do. Alright, so if you're wondering about Samiri's Third Awakening, as mentioned previously, you can only get the Third Awakening after you hang out with her on February 2nd. Then and only then can you get her Third Awakening. Hanging out with her at any other time is kind of a waste.
What do you want to do?
Also, you cannot hang out with Akechi. I'm just saying, you just can't do it. You can only do so during the early parts of the game where he temporarily joins your party during Sai's Palace. Just saying. So if you thought you had a second chance to work on his confidant after that point, sadly you don't. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Hey!
Hey, that pillar! Oh man, I really want to scratch it up. This spot on the floor, it kind of looks like a mouse. It's not like I'm hungry or anything. I don't eat mice, got it?
Hey!
Stop ignoring me.
Hey!
Are you listening? Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. It's quiet. It's quiet, but my head feels strangely heavy. A great view! A splendid view, even. Hey, you don't get to complain, got it? You gotta overcome this and break the limits of your concentration. Still getting distracted by idle thoughts, though. All joking aside, you really changed. Looks like your mind has gotten more composed. Nice. So we're up to 8 SP per time we hang out in the temple. Nice. Definitely good to see that. Alright, so next thing we're going to do now is head on off to the jazz club. Hang out with Futaba one more time. Just so we can get her final support ability. Spellmaster Punch. Today's original drink. Maybe you'll be able to discover a new side of yourself. Maybe one you never knew about. Sounds pretty good. It's a bit disappointing, but it doesn't look like there are any mentions of when the singer's coming in. So, yeah, there's no more singers at this point in the game, unfortunately. I think the 27th is the final day a singer will show up at the jazz club. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey!
Alright, let's hang out with Futaba.
Oh!
Yeah, do it.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming in.
The cover charge is 3,000 yen. Okay, I'll take that. You can sit down anywhere that's open. That said, try not to be disruptive, alright?
This place rocks!
There's a lot of hype underground. This is getting real good. By the way, I did figure out when exactly you get new abilities for all the different characters or your party members. And if you bring them to the jazz club every Sunday, you'll get a different ability for them. So keep that in mind. What is this flavor? Supreme or Ultimate? Whatever it is, it's good. Honestly, again, I would love to try that particular drink myself, but include all of the alcohol. You know, you know how when you make instant yakisoba, the package says it's done in 3 minutes, right? But what do you think that 3 minutes actually means? Do they mean like pour out the hot water after 3 minutes? Or is it that moment that all the water is supposed to already be gone? I want to eat them at their best. You do have a point there. Oh, I gotta get home soon. Sojiro's gonna start worrying. Not bad spending a day outdoors every now and then. My thanks, Banjo. You're welcome. Looks like spending time here at the jazz club has had an effect on Futaba's heart. And her final ability, support rate up. Increases activation of morale support. The final jazz club exclusive ability. And if you want to bring these over to a New Game Plus file, you do have to go to the church. Once you go to the church and go to the confession booth, bring Futaba in here or bring Futaba in there, and then you'll be able to recover all those abilities as soon as you gain access to the church. Just saying.
Thanks for today.
I enjoyed the jazz club. Jeez, I can't tell you how nervous I was. But it ended up being pretty fun. Let's go home, Banjo.
Okay.
Now, I'll just make like a dog and go back home. You're a good girl. Who's a good girl? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Alright.
Morning. By the way,
The big day's almost here. Well, we've done all we can, so now we just gotta wait. Got any plans today? If you're gonna train up Mementos, I'll join ya. I'll think about it. There's really no need to train or do much anymore. We should really go, man. Don't want to panic later because we're underprepared. You know what they say, no use crying over spilled soda or something. The expression is milk. Spilled milk. Anyways, let me know if we're gathering at the hideout. I'll be waiting. Okay. 4 in-game days left. Hard to believe that we are that much closer to the very end of the game. It honestly is. It's kind of baffling and mind-boggling, you know? Okay. Not much we can do now, other than just hang out, keep working on gaining more HP and SP. So, since there's really not much else we can do, I guess we can continue working on some other things. I found a Odoshi in the garden. I probably butchered that absolutely horrendously, so please excuse my bad Japanese language. What else? You know those bamboo tubes that fill with water and then go clank on the rock? Yeah. Spell on the floor. It looks like someone's face. Whose face? That's the question. It's smiling? Or maybe it's angry. I can't tell. It keeps changing as I look at it.
Hey!
Stop ignoring me!
Hey!
Are you listening? Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. It's quiet. It's quiet, but that feels heavy again. Phew, that was surprisingly relaxing. Hey, don't get mad now. Your mind's gotta be at peace and all that, right? I'm still getting distracted by idle thoughts, though. All joking aside, you really changed. Looks like your mind has gotten more composed. It certainly has.
Alright.
Not offended by the amount of SP we just gained. Alright.
Yo.
Great, cool. We got ourselves our final package.
Oh!
As far as what we can do now, I know there's technically another baseball game that we can technically show off, but doing so at night is not exactly advisable. Sure, we can play as much as we want, but is there really much of a point in doing that now? Honestly, I don't think there is.
It truly is cold.
I wonder if I could buy any more books. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. What do you have for sale, my dude?
What do you want?
Let's see. You know what? I'll take your entire stock. Yoink. Yoink. Might as well, I got the cash to spare for pretty much everything you have on offer, and then some. Even if I don't really need these things, I don't care. I got lots of cash. Thanks, come again. If you look closely, you can see him shivering. Guess fashion is more important to him than, warmth. Then again, maybe he's selling all this stuff because he needs that warmth. For some reason, I feel like this guy looks kind of familiar if you take a look at his face. But I don't think it's the guy I'm thinking of. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, there's a character who looks kind of similar to that guy in Persona 5 Strikers. And he's actually a pretty important character.
Alright.
I don't think I need that much cash right now. You know what? I'm gonna save the treasures for later. Maybe I'll save them for another playthrough that I do casually again. Who knows? I'm not looking to speedrun this game, okay? I don't have like 15 hours to kill. Alright, let's head into the gym. I'm in the mood to do a nice long workout.
Okay.
Well, let's begin your workout. Are you going to take anything? Hell yeah. Got 2 imported proteins left. Might as well make good use of them.
Well then.
Alright, you're ready for this.
Yeah.
Seems like you're doing well. Be careful and watch your heart rate.
Oh.
Good job. Keep up the hard work. Let's keep up the hard work. Seems like you trained yourself both physically and mentally. So despite the fact that going to the gym increases both your HP and SP, or no, despite the temple granting you a ton of SP, the gym is still the best place to go overall to increase Joker's stats. Just saying. Alright. January 31st. Hard to believe, but we're already pretty much done with everything here.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Let's continue working on increasing our SP now, shall we?
Hey!
Hey, do you know what a Zen garden is? I did some research on temples.
Oh.
This spot on the floor, it looks kind of like an island. And there's a hole there where treasure is buried. That sounds like an exciting adventure. Let's just pray we don't end up trying to kill each other.
Hey!
Are you listening? Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away. Quiet. My mind and body feel so light. Wow, you're amazing. You didn't react at all. Is that what they call, like, a state of enlightenment? Alright, I'm done trying to distract you. There's not much point anymore. Alright, nice. 8 more SP. It's getting kind of cold now. We should head back. Cool. At this point, we pretty much gained enlightenment. Although, I think there's an additional piece of animation that you can get once you reach eternal enlightenment, if you know what I mean. Now, as far as what else we can do, let me take a look at Joker's stats. 943 and 501. Not too bad as far as stats are concerned. You may be thinking that something that's that high you can carry over to New Game Plus like straight away. Keep in mind that his HP, SP, as well as his other stats will increase. They will increase the more you do these activities to raise your stats over and over again. But as soon as you start a New Game Plus run, you are back at level 1 again. So therefore, the stats that you receive at base level 1 are those stats. And whatever HP and SP you gained from doing these side activities get applied to those base stats. So keep that in mind as well.
Yeah.
Seems like you're doing well. Be careful and watch your heart rate. You're getting used to this too. Let's try out some other equipment next time. Seems like... Okay. Another training session done. Nice to see. I really wish you can use the temple more than once a day, but alas, it is what it is. Good morning, Banjo. 2 days until the deadline. Our deal is going to be up soon as well. What will you do after that? I'm not obligated to tell you. That's not part of our deal. Never mind the future. Just focus on defeating Marquis for now. If we lose, a fate more humiliating than death will be waiting for us. Definitely agree with you there. That's for sure. I know we're getting close to the 3-hour mark now, but I want to keep going for just a little bit longer. Until February 2nd at the very least, and get ready for the final day. I think the moderate pay and work are what fit me the most. If things are tough, then just forget about them. But I don't have any empathy about that hero stuff, you know. It's old news now. I'm getting tired. This is why we shouldn't overwork ourselves. This is how things should be, right? Looks like the people around are starting to doubt Marky's vision. Guess we gotta wait for Marky to make contact with us. Through that. I guess we could technically work at the flower shop if we wanted to, but... Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's go and continue meditating at the temple. Might as well.
What do you want to do? Okay.
I'm impressed that there's not a single piece of trash around. Someone must really care about this temple. This spot on the floor, it looks kind of like you. Look at the way it spreads out. It looks exactly like your messy hair.
Hey!
Stop ignoring me.
Hey!
Are you listening? No way, because I've ascended to godhood. Morgana's voice is slowly getting further away.
Oh!
Are you? Are you floating? Oh, was I just seeing things?
Man.
Jeez, you freaked me out. You couldn't have been floating. There's no way. I almost felt compelled to start praying. Told you there was an additional animation, and at this point we can now gain 12 SP every time we come to the temple now. Unless we start a New Game Plus run, in which case, yeah, we have to start over from square one. Which is unfortunate, but even so. We've reached eternal enlightenment. Might as well continue working on gaining as much SP as we can. It's already February. We only got 3 days till the deadline. Oh crap, what do we do? Called it. Calm down. I understand it's a tense situation. If something were to happen, it'd be tomorrow, correct? He hasn't sprung any surprises on you, has he, Banjo? Nothing. I suppose all we can do is wait. He really likes keeping us in suspense, huh? Whatever Dr. Markey decides, I don't think we're getting out of this situation without a fight. We need to be prepared for anything. You're right. We already beat up a god, right? We can take him.
Yep.
Tomorrow's our last day for any last-minute prep. Is there anything you still need to do? No, there isn't. We're pretty much good to go when it comes to final preparations and all that jazz. In fact, it wouldn't hurt to make some more coffee or another thing of curry. But I think coffee's going to be more beneficial if anything. Regardless, I am going to go ahead and call it a day here. We are over the 3-hour mark now, and now is a good time to call it a day anyway, just because we're that freaking close to the deadline of Dr. Markey and his palace, and just overall him appearing out of freaking nowhere. Just saying. We got a lot to cover within the next in-game day and in the next session in general, as the next session may be the final one. Keyword is may. It really depends on how things go. How much can we get done within 3 hours? It remains to be seen. It really depends on how cooperative Dr. Markey as well as the twins and Lavenza are going to be. Only one way to find out. So, for now, folks, I bid you all adieu for today. This is General Snivy with the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, it's gonna be the Day of Fates, as we fight and take on Dr. Maruki and put a stop to his crazy plans of changing and altering reality once and for all. And let me tell you folks, it's going to be a very, very wild and bumpy ride. Filled with all kinds of twists, turns, thrills, and spills, just like the rest of this playthrough, but even more so, and crank that shit up to 11. Just saying, we're going to be hit with a lot of feels in the next session, so I hope you're all prepared. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, hope you all enjoyed, see you all next time.